So now I'm going to explain span of a set. So let S be any non-empty subset of a vector space V, then span of the set S is all the finite linear combination of the elements of S. Now what do you mean by finite linear combination, right, of the elements of S? For this we consider the elements of S. Let's suppose Ui are the members of S, right? Now you take its linear combination with the scalar. So let's suppose alpha I are any scalar, means any real numbers. So alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2 till up to alpha n un. So consider this set, this combination. This combination is said to be the linear combination of the members of S. Since it is finite in numbers, so this is called finite linear combination of the members of S. Okay, let's suppose our S is having infinite elements, say u1, u2, u3 and so on. But we have considered only u1, u2 till up to un, only finite elements of Si of S, and take its linear combination with scalars. So all the finite linear combination of the elements of S becomes the span of S. So what is span of S? You take elements of S, you take scalars, now take its linear combination, you will get a new set, and this new set is said to be the span of S. And span of S is denoted by, जिस भी set का हम निकाल रहे हैं, that set in the close bracket. So this is said to be the span of the set, as this is notation, right? For example, let's suppose V3, it is a set of 3 ordered tuples x1, x2, x3, where xi belongs to real numbers and S be any non-empty subset of V3 having two elements 1 0 0, 1 1 1. Let's suppose this is any non-empty subset of
Then
V3.
what will be the span of the set S?
Right?
You take the linear
So now we have to
combination of
find the
u1
span
and
of
u2.
this set
So
S.
that means alpha times
So what will be the
u1
span of this
plus
set
beta
S?
times u2,
It is a
where
linear
alpha betas are
combination
scalars,
of,
means real numbers, right? So now you can take alpha to be inside, multiply alpha with the each coordinate. So alpha into 1 is alpha, alpha into 0 is 0, alpha into 0 is 0. So you can take alpha to be inside. So this will become alpha 0 0. Similarly multiply with beta. So you get this is beta beta beta. Now you add these two numbers coordinate wise, means alpha is adding in the first coordinate which is beta, 0 plus beta which is beta, 0 plus beta which is beta, right? So what will be your span of set S? It is nothing but having the elements like this. This is alpha plus beta, beta plus and beta, right? So once again see, our S is any non-empty set having these two elements, but span of set is a bigger set, it is having all these elements. So you can put alpha and beta to be any numbers. You can put alpha beta to be 0, you can put alpha beta to be 1, half, -1, whatever, any real number, right? So this set is having now infinitely many elements. It is always of the form this. So this is the span of set S. One more example. Let's suppose P4. What is this P4? This means the set of all polynomials of degree less than equal to 4. Now you consider any subset of P4. So let's suppose set S is having these three elements, x cube plus 1, x plus x square and x to the power 4. So let's suppose this S is any subset of P4, then what will be the span of the set S? It is a linear combination of finite linear combination of the elements of S. So you multiply this with scalar plus this with scalar plus this with scalar, right? So let's suppose alpha times this, beta times this, gamma times this. So alpha times u1, u1 is here this element, right? Beta times u2, u2 is this one, and gamma times u3, u3 is this one. So it is a linear combination of this. Okay, now you can open it, right, and separate the terms with coordinate wise, right? So now just see, the first is the gamma x to the power 4, then alpha x cube, then beta x square, then beta x, then alpha, right? So span of S will be a set of a polynomial with these coefficients. Okay, so it's clear. You are given any set S, take the linear combination. Okay, you combine these elements, you will get a set which is called span of S. So now the remarks. Span of S, it is always a subspace of vector space. Now why it is a subspace of vector space? What are the conditions for subspace? There are two conditions to check. The first, the set should be closed under addition, vector addition, and the second is the scalar multiplication, right? So now just see, span of S is what set? It is a linear combination of the elements of S, right? So if you consider any two elements of span of S, you add them, again it will be a linear combination. So it means it belongs to span of S. Similarly, when you multiply the members of span of S with some scalar, again it will become the linear combination. So this belongs to the span of S. Span of S is always closed under the vector addition and scalar multiplication. Therefore, this is a subspace of vector space, right? So span of S is a subspace. Moreover, it is the smallest subspace containing S. Now, why this containing S? Because each ui belongs to span of S, right? And third, if S is a subspace, अगर S itself subspace हो गया तो ये दोनों सेट्स सेम हो जाएंगे, राइट? अगर S ओनली सबसेट है तो स्पैन ऑफ S सबस्पेस बनेगा, स्मॉल S सबस्पेस बनेगा कंटेनिंग सेट S. बट अगर S इटसेल्फ सबस्पेस हुआ तो स्पैन ऑफ S और S दोनों सेम सेट होंगे. Now the next is check whether this element belongs to the span of this and this or not. So these type of questions are very important. You are given an element, you have to check whether this element belongs to the span of this and this, right? So first of all, we will see what will be the span of this. So what is the span of this? Means alpha time this plus beta time this. So alpha time this plus beta time this will become the span of this, right? Now we have to check 1 0 0 belongs to this span or not means 1 0 0 can be written as alpha time this plus beta time this. So we will get three equations by comparing each coordinate, right? If we can find out the value of alpha and beta, then this belongs to the span of this. If we cannot find out the value of alpha and beta such that this is written as this, then this does not belongs to the span of this. Okay, so what we need to check, whether this element can be written as a linear combination of these two, because linear combination of these two is nothing but the span of this set, right? So we have to check this thing, whether this element belongs to the span of this, means belongs to the linear combination of this. So we write down 1 0 0 as the linear combination of this, means alpha time this plus beta time this. Okay, now you can take alpha to be inside and beta to be inside and combine these two. So you get this thing. So comparing both sides, you get 2 alpha plus beta is 1, alpha plus 2 beta is 0, beta is 0. So now just see, if your beta is 0, substitute over here, you will get alpha is also 0, right? But when you substitute alpha and beta both in the first equation, then 0 cannot be equal to 1. So our first equation not hold, right? It means we cannot find out the values of alpha and beta such that this can be written as the linear combination of these two. Okay, it means this does not belongs to the span of this set. So once again, see, you are given any number of V3, right? We have to check whether this element belongs to the span of this, means this element can be written as a linear combination of these two. If we can find out the value of alpha and beta, then this belongs to the span of this, otherwise not. And now in this case we cannot find out the value of alpha and beta such that this can be written as the linear combination of these two. So this does not belong to the span of this. One more example, check whether 1 1 belongs to the span of these two or not. So once again, what do you mean by span? Means take its linear combination. So alpha time this plus beta time this. Now we need to check whether this element belongs to this. So we have to check whether this element can be written as a linear combination of this. So again simplify this, compare these coefficients. So you will get the value of alpha is half, beta is 1. So in this case, we can find out the value of alpha and beta, right? So it means this belongs to the span of this. One more example, check whether this polynomial belongs to the span of this or not. First of all, write down the linear combination of this. So alpha naught into 1 plus alpha 1 into x plus alpha 2 into xk plus alpha 3 into x cube. Can this element be written as the linear combination of this? Now you compare the coefficients, compare the constant term, you will get alpha naught is 1, degree of x, you get alpha 1 is 2, degree of x square, here no degree of x square means 0, so alpha 2 is 0 and alpha 3 is 1. So we can find out the value of each alpha I such that this can be written as the linear combination of this. So therefore this member belongs to the span of this. Check whether x cube minus 2x belongs to the span of this set or not. Again, you have to write this as a linear combination of this. So you write alpha time this plus beta time this plus gamma time this. Now open this, separate the terms, right, degree wise. Okay. So now you compare both sides. The coefficient of x is minus 2, so you get the value of alpha is minus 2. Compare the coefficient of x square, here it is 0, so you get beta is 0. Compare the coefficient of x cube, you get gamma is 1. Now you compare the coefficient of constant term to both sides. Since beta is 0, so from here you get alpha is also 0. Okay, but this is not possible. The value of alpha is minus 2, right? It means we cannot find out alpha, beta, gamma in such a way such that this can be written as the linear combination of these three. Means this does not belong to the span of this set. So once again, see, you are given this element. We have to check whether this element belong to the span of this, means a linear combination of this, right? So equate both sides. Now compare the coefficients. After comparing the coefficient, we will get the value of alpha minus 2 beta 0 gamma 1 and this equation. When you substitute either alpha or beta in this equation, you will get the value of other variable, but they are not same, right? Not possible that we get the value of alpha to be 0 also and minus 2 also. This is not possible, right? So it means this belongs to the span of this.